And the new Miss America is... Miss Arkansas, Savvy Shields.
And after impressing the judges with her responses to questions about the presidential election, not to mention her jazz dance to a song from the TV show Smash, Savvy Shields, representing Arkansas, beat out 52 contestants to be crowned Miss America on Sunday. And Miss America joins us now on set. Congratulations.
Thank you so much for having me. I never get tired of watching that.
I'm sure. How do you feel now? It's still so recent.
It is so recent. It feels like a whirlwind. I'm just so thankful.
Are you still riding on a cloud?
Absolutely. Oh, it's been just the most wonderful ride. I mean, it hasn't stopped.
Oh, it's so great. Where does the name, Savvy is such a cute name. Where does that come from?
Thank you. It happened whenever I was around 2 years old. My real name's Savannah. And so it happened whenever I was 2. Someone called me Savvy, and it's just stuck ever since.
It's adorable.
Well, thank you.
Well, let's get to the pageant. What was the hardest part for you? What was the most challenging?
Most challenging, I think, I mean, they always call it survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
Because you're there for a long time doing rehearsals and doing interviews and competing, and you get very little sleep and you're emotionally exhausted. And so I think it's just, it's the long game.
It seems like a blood sport to me. I mean, my goodness, I would just be sweating bullets. But how long have you been doing pageants, and how much work goes into it?
Well, I mean, this sounds hilarious, but it's kind of like a lifestyle. I mean, I started doing pageants when I was 13 years old, and I was Miss Arkansas's Outstanding Teen in 2009, and that's when I knew I wanted to be Miss Arkansas, and I knew that I wanted to hopefully someday compete to be Miss America, and so it's kind of when the dream started.
How much practice goes into it? I mean, how many hours a day did you put into it?
I mean, it's a lifestyle, so you have to, eat right and work out and dance daily, but I mean, thankfully that's stuff that I was already doing, and so a lot of my life didn't really change, but it's mostly, the practicing on learning how to walk, learning how to present yourself in a professional manner, which is why I love the Miss America organization so much, is that it pushes young women to be better versions of themselves, to get onto scholarships and to go further on in their careers.
Now, speaking of the dancing, which you brought up, I read somewhere that it's your secret desire to be a backup dancer in a Beyonce video.
I'm trying to tell that everywhere. Hopefully she hears me.
They may be watching.
Oh my gosh, it is. I think it's every dancer's dream. I mean,
would you like to be a professional dancer?
I mean, that would be fantastic, but I just love art.
You study art at the University of Arkansas,
Yes, and
correct?
Because of the Miss America organization, I can now graduate college debt-free because of the scholarships partially provided by Joseph Ribkoff, and I'll get to go knowing that I'm graduating college, not having to worry about it.
That's fantastic.
It's absolutely wonderful.
What sort of art do you study, and what would you like to do after graduation?
I emphasize in painting and drawing. And so I love doing those and kind of combining it with my love for dance as well. I mean, after college, hopefully I'll get to work in a museum and maybe teach at the collegiate level. But the dream is to be able to create and commission my own work.
Creating is a great, great dream. Now, of course, you also scored points with the judges with your answers about the political candidates running for president. We have a soundbite. We're going to roll it.
Oh, no.
If you're trying to be leader of the free world, everything you say and do matters, and all of your actions are held to a higher standard. And unfortunately, the media does love to sensationalize everything, and it's hard to tell what is truth and what is truly scandal. I think going back of what my previous contestant said, both of these contestants have done a great job, or both of these candidates have done a great job in competing, but they also need to watch what they're doing and
20 seconds. Good job.
Thank you.
We're done.
So are you following the race closely, and what would you like to see more of in politics?
Compromise. I mean, our country was founded on compromise, and it feels like, and it seems like the two parties are at this point where they're just yelling at each other. And I would hope to see that we start rewarding politicians on compromising. We need to have long, meaningful discussions about the complicated issues that are happening in our country for the longevity of the health of our nation.
So have you decided who you're voting for in November? Or you can't say? You're going to keep it.
The great thing about being Miss America is that I'm a voice for all.
Right.
And that I get to be a voice and represent every single opinion, which is something I'm very blessed and very fortunate I get to do.
Absolutely. Now, we know this season, Miss America had its first openly gay contestant, Miss Missouri. Did you get to spend any time?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're with each other 24/8.
Right,
we were with each other all the time, and it was so much fun. And we were talking about it the whole time about how it doesn't matter to us. She was just one of my sisters.
That's so
we all wanted to meet her girlfriend, and we wanted to hear more about her life, and it didn't change the fact.
That's so great. Now, what would you say? There are critics of beauty pageants and, Miss America and all of them that say, in today's day and age, do we really need these sort of pageants for women that stress looks over their achievements, even though achievements are part of it? What would you say to that?
I would say they need to meet a pageant girl. I think they would meet a pageant girl and they would meet a girl who competes in the Miss America organization, and they will see that she is passionate about her platform. They will find that she hopefully learns how to interview well, that she can think on her feet, answer an onstage question, that she has dedication for her talent, for her physical fitness, and for every aspect of her life, because that's what the Miss America's organization has taught me.
Well, you
always
are a
challenge
great representative for the
thank you so
organization.
much.
Savvy,
Thank
tell
you.
us quickly about the crown. We're
The crown
so
we have
curious.
right here.
Can you just put it on for us for a second? I know it won't stay.
Oh, it will not stay,
I know.
but it is my most prized possession.
You carry it with you everywhere now?
Everywhere I go, and it is
box?
in this beautiful box. And there is a science to how it stays on my head, so we're still trying to get it down.
And it's
But
crystal?
It is crystal, yes, ma'am.
Beautiful.
I love it more than
Beautiful.
anything in the world.
I'm sure you do. Well, enjoy and congratulations
I will.
again.
Thank you so much for having
Savvy.
me.
So nice to meet you.